left off last time. How are you guys doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. It has been a good couple of days here, actually, for me. So yeah. Anywho, wow, yeah, it's been a little bit. But anywho, hope everybody's doing well. And we are going to continue with this and have some fun. So where we left off, I think last Sully got killed. And
ooh,
yeah, now we're pretty much trying to escape this place. Wasn't exactly what I would call graceful, but you know, got the job done.
You always seem to be getting shot at.
they're shooting at you too, you know. There he is.
What's unceremonious? AK-47.
There they are.
Something about the way that dude said that just made me laugh. There they are! Oh boy. Oh man, he went night night. There they are!
He's over there. Don't let him get past.
Okay, let's see. Nope. Don't see anybody. Alright. Continue. For those of you who haven't played this game before, usually, I guess it's a pretty common now with a lot of games and stuff with intense scenes or whatever, but you'll always know if you're finished with the enemies, at least in your immediate surrounding area, depending on the music. If the music gets intense, then you know you're like spotted or still in somebody's line of sight. Once it calms down, then it's like, okay, well, I guess you're in the clear. And this is pretty much well known for it. But, you know, try to get it done. Look at that guy. Yeah, that's right. Oh, he fell down. That sucked.
Stay close.
Stay close. Why would I do that? I don't know why I would do that. Stop that, good shot. Nice to always have a woman that can handle a gun on your side.
What the hell
It'd
is
be
this place
interesting
anyway?
to see Nathan Drake
Long story.
and Laura Croft
Tell you
team
later.
up, you know, just to kind of see what kind of adventure they were going. Like, I wouldn't want to see them as a couple, because I know there's probably people who ship these two together and everything, Laura Croft and Nathan Drake or whatever. But I really couldn't see them as a couple, but I definitely could see them, like, you know, as partners or whatever. And it would just be interesting, you know, just to kind of see what kind of adventure and shenanigans they would get into and everything. Hello, Derek. How are you? But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. For those who have played all of the games, I wasn't a very big fan of these two getting together eventually. Only because I felt like it was forced, just because they needed like a reason to have Nathan Drake in a relationship. And I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, it seemed to me like they didn't have the chemistry that I really wanted them to have, you know? I mean, it just, I don't know. To me, it just really didn't seem like it was. It didn't seem like it was natural. Like they had their moments in which they would joke around with each other and everything, and that was fine. I really did enjoy that, especially if you hear the dialogue
Never
between
a
the
dull
two.
moment, huh?
It was great and everything,
keep your head
but
down.
at the
These
same
guys
time,
aren't
I
messing
just
around.
never felt like they were really supposed to be together. You know, I always pictured him being with somebody who was as adventurous as him. Not to say that she's not adventurous, but majority of the time, she spends a lot of the time more or less just complaining about a lot of the stuff and everything versus actually, you know, really wanting to go on. Like, he's very passionate about it. You can tell he's very passionate. That's all he talks about. That's all he wants to do. And on a few occasions, she's actively tried to talk him out of it. You know, no, don't do it, please, you know, blah, blah, blah. And think about this, whatever, like that. Whereas I think somebody like Lara Croft would be like, oh, yeah, you know, let's do this. You know, the adventure seems like it would be great and fun and all this and everything. And, you know, all, you know, just as passionate about history and treasures and everything as him. You know, she's, you know, passionate, but she's more or less passionate about the journalistic side of Discovery, whereas he's just passionate about literally the adventure and the discovery and everything else. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and it probably is, but yeah. A crossover game would be interesting to see, now that you say that, Derek, because it would seem, well, I think it's because it would be too easy. I mean, it's too obvious for them to make a crossover game featuring those two. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to see it. And when Death Battle had these two going up together, which, as usual, did not agree to the outcome, I didn't, honestly. And I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, oh, well, Don, you know, the statistics added up and blah, blah. Yeah, and, you know, I know they do their homework and, you know, they have all this, you know, crazy mathematical whatever that they go off of in order to make things happen. But for me, I just really didn't agree with. Literally, my only argument for that is just I didn't agree to it. Just like the whole Superman versus Goku thing, which I know a lot of people are like, you know, a lot of people are siding with the whole thing about Superman and stuff. But you also have those people who really do enjoy Goku. And I don't think it's because they really just, oh, they just love Goku so much. These are people who just love, these are people that just love, you know, anime and everything. And so that's why they're, you know, Death Battle was a great concept when they first came up with it. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like a lot of this is, I mean, it goes off of, you never know who would win between them. I mean, unless you're going up against obvious odds. Like, if you put Goku up against Ash from Pokemon, yeah, he's gonna win all day. That's obvious. Like, you can't really sit up there and say, oh, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know for a fact that that's gonna happen. However, I can look at situations...
Take him down.
I can look at situations and say some ones are pretty obvious, and I can look at other situations and say some are not so obvious. And I feel like that was one of those where these are two adventurers, Lara Croft and Nathan Drake. We've all taken our time in controlling both these characters, and we can see multiple ways in which both of them could die. And both of them should have died. And I can always sit up there and say Lara Croft and Nathan Drake have this uncanny ability to just avoid death. I mean, if you literally went through an entire playthrough of this without any of them dying, just a no dying playthrough or whatever and stuff, you can honestly say these people are like superhuman. Like up there in the ranks of, like, you know, any kind of superhero, because they just, Nathan Drake is pulling off of these impossible jumps and these impossible stunts, and you can sit up there and be like, oh wow, it's just so great. But at the end of the day, like, they're regular human beings, and there's no way in the world you could ever pull this off in real life. I mean, hanging off the ledges the way you do, the way Lara Croft does her thing and stuff, it's just, to me, it's impossible and everything. So you put them two against each other, and you really don't know what the outcome is going to be. Based off the games, of course, you can sit up there and say, oh yeah, well, you know, the game says that, you know, Nathan Drake can use these weapons, and he can use this, and his backstory says he, you know, learned Krav Maga, and then with Lara Croft, she knows judo, and which two is better. And I mean, you can't really go off of that. So it's more of a fan service, but I can't really say that it is, because if it's for a fan service, you would have please
it is
all
you're
fans
after.
across the board, in my opinion. And
Hey, this isn't gonna be
that's
a
not what's
vacation.
happening. So
I can
I
take
don't
care
know.
of
As far as
myself.
Goku and the Superman
Besides,
thing,
you
to
owe
me,
me one.
honestly, Superman would win.
I
And the only
suppose I
reason
do.
I say Superman would win is because Superman was not wrote to be relatable. Superman was wrote to be an ideal, not
On
relatable.
the trail
Yeah,
of the
he
lost
had
treasure of El Dorado,
you know,
and it's
human
brought us
parents,
here to this
or I
tiny
guess
island
step
in the
parents or
middle
whatever
of the
stuff, or
Pacific
adopted
Ocean.
parents and everything who raised him.
Let's get a closer
You know, it's
look.
sad that his whole home world, you know,
But
was
the first
destroyed.
one's
But
here.
again, that's something we really can't relate to and everything as
Discover the
human
ruins of a
beings all
forgotten
born on
colony
Earth and
of
everything, you know.
fortune and
This guy
Spanish
has a
gold?
power
Or does
to
the island
basically
have darker secrets in store
outdo
for us?
every situation that he's in.
That should keep him from
He's not. He's meant to be an ideal, so if he goes up against somebody like
What the
Goku,
hell
yeah,
was that?
Goku could probably beat him
Anti-aircraft
in
fighter?
every way
This is so
imaginable.
not cool.
From a lot of people say, oh, he would just use instant transmission and then instantly kill him. Well, no, Goku wouldn't do that. Just like Superman wouldn't
Enough with the
probably try to
damn
kill
camera.
Goku and everything, because Superman doesn't do that. I mean, unless you're talking about the Injustice Superman, then yeah, he probably would, but Superman wouldn't kill him. Goku wouldn't kill him. They would literally just be sitting up there trying to fight each other to gain each other's powers. Even if they were to go all out, I would say at most it would probably end in a draw. Maybe it would end in a draw. But at the same time, we're talking about Superman, who at one point in time bench pressed the Earth for one day. For an entire day, he was bench pressing the Earth.
Are you coming?
The same man who was able to hold an entire black hole in his hand. The same man who literally pulled an entire galaxy away from a black hole, but from a black hole it was about to be destroyed. He, like, I don't know how, but strapped the entire galaxy on his back and then flew it away. Like, this is how OP this guy is. You know, he can't die. It's just so many different renditions of Superman as well. Because you'd have to think, well, what rendition of Superman are you talking about? If you're talking about regular Earth 616 Superman and everything, then yeah, he has the powers that we're pretty much used to. But if you're talking about Superman 1 million, the Superman who slept in the sun for 10,000 years, and then came out and had the power of a god, not even a god, I think it was beyond a god. This is a man who could shift reality, you know? So that's why I'm like, Goku is great, and he's great at fighting, but if you have somebody who can shift reality on a cosmic level, I don't see you really beating that person. And that's the point I'm trying to make. A lot of these fantasy what-ifs and verses is improbable, because you really don't know what's going to happen. If Goku knew that Superman was a cosmic threat and he had to get rid of him as quickly as possible, yeah, he could probably use instant transmission and stab him in the back or whatever, so if that's what he really needed to do. And if Superman thought Goku was a threat to the Earth, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things Superman could do to just really, honestly, you know, make things happen. I don't know. All I'm saying is that when it comes to a lot of these what-ifs and, you know, pairing of two different characters to put them up to each other, put them up against each other, you really don't know the outcome unless it's just extremely obvious. Well, what did Derek say? Yeah, I agree with the Superman thing. I personally feel that most DC characters aren't made for the struggle of battle, more of the struggle. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, I've been a comic book aficionado all my life, and I have read everything from Marvel to DC to Dark Horse, everything, you know. And for me, I love it and everything. There are those, as a matter of fact, there was a story that just came out not too long ago, where it was covering Wolverine. For a lot of you guys who don't know, spoiler alert and everything, so cover your ears if you are a comic book aficionado and everything stuff, but up until this point now, Wolverine has died in the comic books. Death of Wolverine came out about a year ago. And since then, X-23, and for you guys who don't know who X-23 is, she's basically a female clone of Wolverine, who was she's like a teenager or whatever. But anyway, she took over the mantle of Wolverine. And she pretty much looked at Wolverine as a father figure. But before they could get really close, he had died. And it kind of sucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, he basically, in order to stop just a whole bunch of stuff from happening, he basically encased his entire body in adamantium. So he's pretty much just an adamantium statue right now. And it sucks because, like I said, everybody who really loves Wolverine and you know what he does and all. Everybody thought he was going to be around for a while, especially with the popularity of the Old Man Logan comics that came out here not too long ago. What am I doing? I know I'm supposed to be going somewhere. I'm just walking around in a circle, jumping at random stuff. Hold on a second. I gotta get my bearings here real quick before I can continue. Okay. What am I supposed to... Oh, there we go. I knew I was supposed to climb on something. I was like, wait a minute. Or did I just jump down from here? I feel like I just... No, it was from there. Okay, I'm good. Alright. I think. Is that... Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm good. Alright. So anyway, he died. Like I said, X-23 took over. She looked at him as a father and everything, you know, which is weird. I mean, your female clone is looking at you like a father, but I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, they didn't get to spend that much time together because, like I said, you know, Logan is Logan. He didn't really want to get too close in the first place anyway, but, you know, it is what it is. He died, and she just, you know, was devastated by it. So, after he had died, something had happened in which she ended up going, like, back in time for whatever reason. And she had met up with him. And, of course, he didn't know who she was at first and everything. And they kind of, like, teamed up. And then it took down Sabretooth.
Here they come.
And after they had took down Sabretooth and everything, you know, she had kind of, you know, said whatever to him and kind of let him know and everything. And, you know, he was like, you know, well, hopefully, you know, when I meet you in the future, we'll have more time together and all this and everything like that. And it was a story that really was built around basically a building relationship between a father and a daughter. And a lot of people who read Wolverine stories are used to the hack and slash kind of guy that he is. He's the type of guy who you want to read because he's a good guy, but he's not afraid to kill and everything. And a lot of people like reading Wolverine stories because of that fact. And honestly, I love doing that as well. But there's a few times in which I like to slow things down a little bit and just kind of, you know, I guess kind of see what's going on, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really just get down to the nitty-gritty and get to that real-life aspect. And I can appreciate that. A lot of readers will sit up there and read a book like that that's featuring Wolverine, like, oh, that's so stupid. I can't believe they would, you know, why would you slow it down? Just talk about his relationship between him and X-23 and all this and everything. Well, I can appreciate that because once again, it makes a character relatable. And that's the whole thing I'm talking about in terms of everything that's going on with comics and, you know, a lot of the stuff going on. So, yeah, Derek, like I said, when you were sitting up there talking about, you know, a lot of them don't really, you know, aren't made for the struggle. They're more for the battle, you know, all that and everything like that. There are a few times in which comic books really come out of nowhere and really put that real life strain on you. I think one of the very first ones that I read that really kind of gave me a real life reference that came out of nowhere was when Speedy, who was at the time Green Arrow's sidekick, got addicted to heroin. And as a kid, I didn't know anything about heroin. I knew that it was a drug, but the most we had about anti-drug slogans back then was DARE. You know, and even then, they really didn't talk to you about, like, the hardcore drugs. So I didn't even know I didn't even know what heroin was. I knew it was a drug, and I knew that it was bad because of the context that they were talking about it. But at the end of the day, I was just like, okay, he got addicted to heroin, which is a drug. You know, whatever. It was so, I guess, harrowing to read this story about this man who was addicted to these drugs. And he was a superhero. And you're thinking, well, superheroes aren't, you know, they don't get addicted to stuff like that. Like, they're, you know, they're meant to be those that you look up to. They're meant to be better than that, you know? So when I read this for the first time and I'm seeing something like this, I'm like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, wow. Like, what? I wouldn't have expected that, like, at all. And it was great. I couldn't appreciate it as much as a kid, but I appreciated it more as a grown-up when I got to read that over again, and I was just like, wow, like, I can't believe they were to even incorporate that into a comic book that, you know, at the time was meant for kids. Because keep in mind, they had a more, I want to say, adult-oriented comic book line back then. It was called DCMA, which was for the mature audiences and everything. So to see this in a comic book that was geared towards teens, you know, kids or whatever like that, it was interesting and at the same time surprising. But as I got older and I read through that again, I was just like, wow, I can't believe that. That's so awesome. And
Here we go.
it was great. I really liked it and enjoyed it. So there's a few times in which, like I said, comic books, animes, anything that you're into will really get real. And you're sitting up like, wow, this is so fun, this is so amazing, this is so awesome. And it makes for a better read because when things become more real and everything, and things become, characters become more relatable, you want to keep reading their stories. Because it gives you that inspiration to feel like if they can get through it, I can get through it, you know? And that's really what it's all about and everything, you know? That's why I was like a huge fan of the Injustice storylines. A lot of people didn't like it because it painted Superman in a light that he had never been painted before, which was a bad guy. And at the end of the day, a lot of people didn't realize they weren't making him out to be a bad guy. They were making him out to be human. And people thought that he, you know, because he was just basically a Boy Scout, a robot, the one who always did right, you know? He's always holding back. He makes a point to say it all the time. I'm always holding back. I'm always holding back. Well, okay, that's great and all, but that's boring. I want to see what it's like when Superman goes all out. But he's not going to go all out because in his mind, the moment that he does that, he kills somebody. And if he kills somebody, that's a bad thing. And killing is bad and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, okay, that's great and all and everything. But for those who really enjoy reading Superman comic books and everything like that stuff, they're just like really like, you know, okay, after a while it's getting kind of boring. I really want something else to read. Superman has now officially become a robot, and it's becoming predictable. So when Justice came about, and he officially, I guess, turned heel, if for lack of better terms right now, it wasn't, you know, like I said, he wasn't being a bad guy. He was being human. Because I challenge anybody in that same situation to have reacted any differently. Any differently. I challenge anybody to react any differently. And the reason I say anybody in the context of that is because all of us, at the end of the day, are human. We're all human. And we're all going to sit up there and come to terms with a lot of gripping situations like that. So it sucks because no matter what it is that you do, you're always going to end up, I guess, making a decision based off of your feelings and your emotions. It's never going to be a time in your life in which something traumatic happens and you make a decision based solely off of statistics or whatever. Like, it's not happening, you know?
That was easy.
About to die here real quick, you know? Just real quick. Nah, I don't die, no. Time does not die. I mean, I do, obviously, from the last gameplay, like, died like 4 times, but still. Shut up. Don't bring that up. You shut up in the background. But, yeah, so, back to, you know, like I said, I honestly feel like he was just being... in my opinion, he was being human. This is a man who lost his wife, his kids, and his entire city, all in one fell swoop. We're not talking about a span of, like, you know, years or, you know, months or whatever like that. We're talking about in one day, he accidentally killed his wife. Dude, seriously? You're shooting me. Is that punk? Seriously? That dude laughed at me. He shot me. What? Oh, hell. That dude shot me and laughed. Oh, I'm not. Oh, come here. Come here, dude. Punk. Yeah, take that. You gotta be dead now. But yeah, he was basically forced to kill the love of his life, his wife, along with her unborn child. And the moment she died, the city of Metropolis was blown to smithereens. And a lot of people sit up there and be like, oh, after that, he just went crazy and he turned bad, he turned evil. No, he didn't. He didn't turn evil. He turned human. In his mind, he said, you know what, to keep this from happening again, I have to make sure the world is ran this way. Because at the end of the day, you can't really sit up there and say that you can't really sit up there and say that what he did or how he was feeling was wrong. Yeah, the way he went about it and, you know, how far he went with the whole thing was a bit far, sure. But at the end of the day, I can't sit up there and say, oh, well, you know, he's just a bad guy, you know. But no, because if I had lost my wife and my unborn child and, you know, city of Newport News was blown up and all the people that I know who live in Newport News and everything and stuff was gone as well, like, who knows how I would react, you know? Like, who knows? Who really knows, you know? And could anybody really blame me after all that? No, I don't think so. I mean, sure, yeah, it would be easy to point a finger and judge, but, you know, the old saying goes, walk a mile in somebody's shoes, you know? And if you can't do that, if you honestly can't sit up there and give somebody that type of, you know, whatever and everything, oh, look at that. Earning trophies. Yeah, that's how I felt about the storyline when I heard about it. That's had a convo about this earlier. Yeah, I mean, I've been talking about it for a while. As a matter of fact, me and Dade actually had a conversation about it a couple of days ago. And, you know, like I said, I get where Superman was coming from, and I also get where Batman was coming from. You know, who I would have went with in the long run, yeah, I would go with Batman's idea, because I can't, well, no, I take that back. The whole point that I made and everything with that was, I honestly, really, what are you doing? I honestly felt like they should have reached a compromise, that they should have listened to each other. And that was the whole point I was making, was that they never listened to each other. They were so busy trying to focus on who was right or who, you know, was wrong, and they didn't really try to actually help each other out in regards to trying to come up with a solution that benefit the both of them. And I think that would have been good, because as I brought up today, I said the issue was, in my opinion, the issue was there was never a time in which I could say Joker went behind bars and stayed there. The whole point was that every single time Batman locked up the Joker, he always escaped. Always escaped. He always found a way to get out. And really? I see you. Oh, come here. Peek out real quick. I'm gonna talk to you real quick. Let me tell you a secret. Hey, happy birthday. Oh, come on. Oh, that man got a good dinner plan. I know I shot him in the mouth. Look at that dude. He thought he was making the drink. Oh, my boy. Where you going? I'm running. Oh, I know that hurt. Ouch. What are you standing, idiot? Wide open. He didn't even try to. Nope. Headshots all day. I mean, I missed 7 times before I hit his head, but the point was I hit his head. Who is still shooting at me? Where's the bullets coming from? Hope it's not that one dude's brother, the one that laughed at me earlier. Bob! Kicked him in the nuts. Where did this dude come from? Whew. I wish real life was like this. Like, you get shot, all you gotta do is just duck behind something and all of a sudden you heal. That would be great. Can you imagine the type of stuff that we would get away with? Rob a bank, cops shoot you, you're just like, oh, just hide behind this bush real quick, I'll be alright.
Damn it.
What's up, guy? wait. You should have shot me when you had the chance of looking dead at me. He's pointing the gun at me. You're looking stupid. What's up? Headshot? Pop. Oh, I didn't want to. Oh, pop your head up. Okay, I'm gonna hide back in here. Talking too much junk. They're over there lighting me up like 4th of July. Let's do this. I see you. Come here. See ya. Pop. Oh man, I know that hurt. he got a headache. Advil ain't gonna get rid of that. Bop, bop. Ah, missed twice. Ah, come on. Aim is terrible right now. Not right in the stomach. I would actually really want to get Cuphead. I've been watching Dashy play it, and Dashy keeps on talking about how much he loves it. He's actually talking about doing a weekly playthrough of it and everything. That's how much he loves it and everything. I watched it. I think he's done 2 gameplays of it. It looks really good. Like, I do want to get it. I've never seen a game like this before, so I'm actually looking forward to it. When I do get it though, I will be streaming that as well. Oh, this dude just came up and punched me in the face. Oh, get off me. That dude walked up on me and punched me dead in my face. That's, all right, come here. All of these people, they got nothing better to do. They can be at home eating Cheetos, something. Nope, they out here shooting guns. The thing is, and every single time, and I know I shouldn't be thinking about this, but does anybody else, and maybe it's just me, maybe I'm the only one guilty of this, does anybody else look at these bad guys, these arbitrary, no-name bad guys in video games like this, and think, where did they go wrong in life? Like, if they're dead, laying here right now, there's no, like, this dude right here. Do you think he's gonna get a funeral? Do you seriously see his parents coming up here to get his body, and he's gonna get a proper funeral buried next to like all of his other loved ones? No, he's dead. That is where he's done. Like, I don't know where they get these people from. Like, I don't know if they get them from foster homes and they don't have any parents, and you know, that's just like, oh well, you know, less guilt and stuff that I have to worry about. Like, do the main bad guys like send like folded flags, or I don't even know, like I guess a pirate flag or whatever, to like their loved ones, say, oh, he died defending me and my treasure. I'm like what? Why? Like, why would you want to do that to yourself? I mean, did they have kids? Did they have families? Did they have... No, they're just there. Like, I don't know. I like games... I guess I think too much, because I like games where stuff like that is explained to the point of... Like, okay, for instance, if it was robots or something, you know? Like, then I'd be like, oh, okay, well, it's robots. Like, somebody just built them and everything. But when you have actual human beings, like, Derek, you and I play Streets of Rage. And, like, we play Streets of Rage and we love it a lot, and it's, like, so much fun or whatever. But, like, all of those bad guys that we are, like, rent-a-pawing in the face and jack-slapping and everything else and everything, they essentially die. They don't pass out, they don't faint, they just die in the street. And you can't help but wonder, you know, okay, what happens to them after? Is that the end? Is that the end for them? Like, do they just... Why am I walking around in a circle? I don't need a hint. I know where I'm supposed to go. Shut up. Telling me... I pushed up, too, like an idiot. Like, literally while I was saying I don't need a hint, I pushed up. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, it has been... He thought he was Michael Jordan.
Oh, wow.
Shut up, don't judge him.
Not judging him.
Don't you judge him. Why would you do that? Nathan, dude, chill, bruh. Derek, I think you need to give him some of your ADHD pills, man. Derek said, LOL, I figured they had godlike life insurance. I mean, they gotta have something, dude. Chill, bruh. What are you? Am I doing something wrong? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I'm not handling this the right way. Okay, let's do this. Get up there. Now, don't fall, idiot. There you go. Jeez. Okay. But yeah, like, I don't know. I've always wondered that, like, you know, where do these guys just, I mean, what do they do? Like, you know, how do they sign up? Was like that when there was an ad on Craigslist that, hey, join my syndicate. We're gonna, like, kill people and take people's treasure and stuff like that. And then like, why would you want to go through that? Like, that's a lot of people. If you got the treasure, like, do they really think the guy's gonna split it up amongst all? Oh shit! Look at these guys. How do you? Seriously? All that just to die like that. Like, This guy should have stayed at the YMCA. He probably had a job at McDonald's. Look at this guy. Done. Like, all of his life. It ended that quickly. I made that dude do the Thriller dance. Where's he at? He hiding. He's back there looking for a Band-Aid. Looking for some Neosporin. He's like, ah, crap, ah. Oh, that hurt. Dude, come on, peek around the corner. I just want to talk to you real quick. I got a surprise for you. Come on, I just want to give you a present. Right in the dick. I don't think I would want to live after I got shot in the dick. I feel like even if they said, don't worry, you're going to make it, I'd be like, nah, just shoot me, just kill me. Like, what's the point of living without a dick if you have a dick? I mean, I'm not saying, like, for the ladies, and obviously, no, that wouldn't be a problem. But for guys, that would be terrible. Oh, God, I probably would kill myself. I would probably kill myself. I'd be like, I can't do nothing anymore. What are they wearing? Half these guys don't even have body armor. They're just out there in tank tops, flip flops, and headscarves. They don't even have body armor. Look at oh wow, they don't have body. If the bullet gets close, I just give up. Yeah, like yeah. Even you shoot me one time, I'm gonna be like, nope, I'm good. All it would take is one time for me. Like, I'm sorry, but nothing is worth it. Like, if they were protecting, like, a princess or something, these were soldiers protecting a princess or their king or something like that, then I'm like, yeah, you know what? You died honorably. This is what you, basically, it would be like dying in the military. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel like that was a wasted life or wasted effort. However, if you just take it on the life of being a, I don't even know what they would be called right now. Because I can't even call them pirates because they're on land. Or maybe that's just a false, what, I don't know. Either way, they're bad guys. I'm assuming they're bad guys. I hope they're bad guys. I don't know. Like, again, I don't know their backstory. I don't want individual backstories for every single person I kill, no. But at the same time, it would be nice. Look at this crap. Oh, I mean, the water physics in this game is pretty. For those of you who don't know this about me, I am a very judgy person when it comes to water physics. I just love water in general. So if I can look at water in a game and say, wow, that looks amazing, like it's good for me. Like, that's a good thing for me. So yeah, if you ever hear me gush, like during any of my gameplays, if you ever hear me gush about water, that's why. Like, I really love water physics in a game. So, and this water just looks refreshing. Like, I just want to jump in it and drink it. Like, it probably wouldn't be good to drink it, but I still would love to jump in it, you know? And again, like I said, that's probably just me. Who is shooting at me while I'm jumping? Dude, chill, bro. You ain't got nothing else better to do. Wait here for a little bit, you know. You shoot that dude dead in his forehead. Keep moving. Stop moving. Why does he keep moving? Stop it. No one's moving, man. Come on. All right, let's see. Come here. Pop, pop, pop. Got it. What's up, cat? Oh, crap. I probably should have done that. I think I just died. Yeah, I died. That wouldn't have killed him. That wouldn't have killed him. Come on now. Let's be realistic. That probably, at most, would have hurt a little bit, maybe. Jeez. That wouldn't have killed him. In my opinion. Yeah, let's see. Well, how did you fall again? As I stated before, for those of you who are just tuning in, I never die in games like this, like ever. And for some reason, I keep dying. which is weird because, again, I never die. So, yeah, don't take this, my failures, and think of it as like, oh, this is just how Don plays. No, it's really not like how I play. Like, I have never died in a video game, like, ever. Like, you know how the completionist can boast and say that the games that he plays, he completes it 100%. And, it's true and everything and stuff, but at the same time, for me, what I boast about is the fact that I just never died. But for some reason, and I don't know why, I'm dying in this playthrough a lot. And it's not so much embarrassing as it is annoying, because I just never... Let me shut up, because I really do die a lot. And look at me dying. Look at... Again. Oh, okay, what is Derek saying? It's funny, I've been sitting outside in the cold for 30 minutes, waiting for my Chipotle, and just figured out I put in for pickup. Nah, you are just falling with style. There you go. Good old Toy Story reference. How many of you are excited about the fact that Toy Story is being added into Kingdom Hearts 3? God, when I saw that reveal, I about lost my mind. I mean, I grew up watching Toy Story religiously, and I know, Derek, my brother, he will agree. I mean, that was one of his favorite, movies growing up and everything as well. But for me, oh my gosh, when I saw that, I was just so excited about that idea. I didn't think that it would happen, to be honestly. Like, I really didn't think it would happen. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really was... I don't want to put a lot of my eggs in one basket when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to, and I don't want to at the same time. Because I feel like if I get let down, it's going to be one of those situations where I feel like I'm probably going to... Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, cat. I know, right? But cat. Cat. Thank you. I need you to give me strength, because Daddy just keeps dying for some reason. I don't know why. What's going on with this? Like, he literally, Derek, I don't know if, like, okay, Derek, I don't know if you were just paying attention to that part, but he just boosted. No, he did a homing attack. He jumped, and then, like, while he was in mid-air, he just lunged forward. If you were watching, just watch Nathan just boost. That's what I said. This man has superhuman power. He just did a boost. That is crazy. Oh, wow. How dumb does a person have to feel to know that they couldn't get rid of one person? And how dumb are you to drive with that on the back of your truck? You're an idiot.
Where did these guys come from?
He doesn't represent a company. He's doing this out of his own just curiosity. If you guys have noticed any of Nathan Drake's adventures or whatever stuff, he suffers from what I like to call the typical adventurer's curse, which is no matter what it is that you do, no matter what it is your occupation is, you're never going to be able to enjoy the big payoff. And if you guys noticed it in like a lot of animes, cartoons, and everything, where the event, like the person's main job is to basically, be an adventurer or do something that would garner them to get a lot of money or whatever, for some reason they always end up failing. For instance, like I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen or heard of this anime. It's called Get Backers, and I love the Get Backers. I love Get Backers. I went back. That dude warped there. I tell you, he used chaos control, Derek. he just jumped, and then like all of a sudden, he appeared where he was supposed to be. I'm telling you, Derek. Everybody can use chaos control. We thought it was just Shadow, but nope. They put it to the point where they said, you know what? I think everybody should be able to use this ability. Weird to me. But anywho, what's wrong, Cat? What do you want? What? What? I'm not giving you any snacks. Is Mommy starting to give you... giving you stuff. Oh man. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. My cat is being needy. Here. Here's your snacks. Now leave me alone. I hate to say this, but her snacks do smell good. I can see why she. I was curious the other day. Like, has anybody ever eaten like, you know, their pet's food? Like, just out of curiosity because it kind of smells good. No, probably just me. It probably is just me. I haven't ate it yet, but I really have been contemplating eating it because it just smells like when you initially open the jar. Like, it just smells so good. And I can see why she likes it so much. Total headshots. Boom! I'm telling you, man. You see the headshot counter going up on there, right? You see the headshot counter going up on there, right? That dude, why are you running towards me, idiot? Saying he used it without the emerald. He's telekinetically linked to Chaos emeralds or whatever. Come here, dude. Seriously. Oh boy! That man is deadly with the gun! You know he's deadly with the gun. I get trophies.
Oh, shit.
Ah, come on. That's all you got? You're so scared? I made that man do the Harlem Shake. Headshot! Oh wait, what? I didn't see that. Come on. I'm not keeping count of this. I should be keeping count of this. I'm telling you guys, this playthrough, I've already earned a trophy. I'm getting headshot counters going up.
Oh shit!
I'm making you guys proud of me. I died a handful of times. That much is true. And I will usually always die from an environmental hazard versus like these little peons killers. I'm too good. And you should know that about me. Like in a shootout in real life, this would be me. Taking bullets to the face, ducking behind walls, recovering, only to get back up and take more bullets to the face. I don't have no bulletproof armor on. I got a tattered shirt and jeans. It's so unrealistic to believe that Nathan could survive the barrage of bullets that he is surviving. Look at that guy. What'd you say to me? Did he just call me ugly? How did you, what? What? Wait a minute! Is anybody else seeing this? Did anybody else just see that man just get some... Did anybody else just see that? Is it just me? Oh, wow, that man just... Okay, that's cool. No, that's what we're doing in this playthrough. Wow. That man just teleported to the top of the wall. Ah, crap. Okay, I'm sorry. Look, I was just trying to check to see if your friend had a Chaos Emerald. That's all I wanted to do. He just teleported. He just teleported. I don't know why Drake never invested in a bulletproof vest. Me neither. Like, you would think he would. Like, he knows when he goes to these adventures, there's a good chance he's gonna get shot at and everything, you know. I mean, it's become... obviously, he's used to it or whatever like that. Like he says, he's used to it and stuff like that. And if you're used to it, then, I mean, that means if it was me, I would always come prepared. That guy has the true chaos. He does. That dude just went to the top of the wall and then just... that was weird. I don't know what's going on, people. Don't know what's going on. What I do know is that as I... Oh, hold on a second. I gotta do something with that. I think. What was I supposed to do? Don't give me a hint. I don't want to see you pop up and say hint. Because I'm going to be inclined to push up. What was I supposed to do there? I'm supposed to do something. I think. Or, oh, wait, hold on. Rope. I see a rope. We are climbing. We are climbing. Okay. I feel like I was talking about something and then I stopped talking about it and it was something. I can't remember. You gotta win. What do you mean I gotta win? Gotta win what? What are you talking about here? Gotta win. Gotta go fast. That's what I gotta do. But what? Yeah. So I was talking about Kingdom Hearts incorporating Toy Story into their game or whatever. What? I gave you snacks already. You're like the neediest cat. You wait until I get on my gameplay to start talking to me. Before you run away from me. So much so that your mom was sitting up there about to have a dang on heart attack. Don't scare her. Don't scare her. She's gonna die. She's gonna die. You can give her a heart attack. This is the same cat who every single time she hears somebody coming up the stairs to our apartment will bolt and run. She doesn't even know who it is. She'll just run. She's just a scaredy cat. All I gotta do is say rawr and she'll run. But for some reason she thinks that that's gonna give that cat a heart attack. Your cat wants your attention when you agree, when you are busy. That's how it always happens. It's true, but that's the same way with Dave. It's the same exact way with Dave. I'll as soon as I'm doing something that I want to do, that's when she comes up and babe, we should probably do. Babe, I miss you. I miss you.
Okay.
You don't talk to me anymore. But I will be doing. Look at that guy. He just slid down like Donkey Kong. Like Donkey Kong. I shot him in the ear. Oh, come on. I shot you twice later on. Headshots all day. Telling you.
Come on!
You know better than that. Come on now. Anybody else want some? Nobody? You good? You sure? Alright. Let's do this. But yeah, once I... Okay, bruh. Shit, I'm coming over there. But, yeah, once I get my capture card and everything, I was sitting up on the computer, I was sitting up on eBay last night, I was pricing everything that I really wanted to make my wish list, I should say. Really? Really? That is literally the first time that has ever happened. Like, no, it's not the first, but still. Shut up and leave me alone. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was making a wish list of all the stuff that I want to be able to incorporate or have once I start doing my actual... Because this is just light streaming. Like, this isn't going to be like a main thing that I'm doing. Like, until I get all of my equipment, this is what I really... I forgot I'm playing this on a harder difficulty, so I can't take as many bullets as I used to be able to. Okay, let's do this. Alright, taking it seriously now. I can do this. It is easy for me to do this. This is nothing. Alright. Bop. You see the new trailer for Red Dead Redemption? Yes, I did, and to be honest, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've never played Red Dead Redemption, so I can't sit up there and say I'm like uber excited. I would love to play Red Dead Redemption and then get the new Red Dead Redemption and play that one or whatever. But I feel like if I watched playthroughs of it and everything, so I know pretty much what it's about. But I've never been in a one that's into games like that, as far as just like the open world, you know, kind of like GTA kind of vibe or whatever and stuff. Like I've never, I've played GTA before. It was never something that I was really, really into. It was just something like, I'll play it because everybody else is playing. Oh, dang, that dude got fucked up. Oh, that was funny. He get messed up by your own trap. I know he knew the trap was there. Oh, that was funny. But yeah, I did see the new trailer. It looks good compared to... I don't know what this one was supposed to be about since the main protagonist from Red Dead Redemption, the first one, is dead. I heard that it's supposed to be his son now. So, you know, I guess that'll be interesting or whatever. Considering the success from the first Red Dead did so well, I would imagine that they are trying to, you know, I'm pretty sure they're going to stick to the same formula and all that good stuff and everything, keep it all, you know, intact or whatever stuff, which is good. I haven't played it, but my roommate loves it, so he's told me a lot about it. And yeah, when I played it for Mom, she was weak at the trap when I played Uncharted. Yeah, that trap, that was just funny to me. Like, dude, just how did you not see that, bro? Dang, he punched that dude 8 times in the side. He will, if you look, if you watch that again, Nathan was looking at that man dead in the eye while he was punching him in the side. Like he was talking junk to him, like, you know you get this because you're stupid, right? Oh, who just threw a grenade? You guys are just ruthless. Look at this guy. You got that one too. You got that one too. Looking you dead in your eye and then punching you in the side. Ouch. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. Oh, I wish I had some herbs like in Resident Evil. He shot me with an RPG. That's who I have to get rid of. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that.
He's over there.
No, I'm not. Some tattletale.
No children for you.
You're going nuts. No children for you. He really punches him in the eye with your gun. I'm weak. I mean, this dude is funny though. Okay, alright, look. Alright, chill. Alright, I gotta chill. I understand that these guys honestly want me dead. Get off of me. I don't even know you like that, son. Wait, hold on. What do you have? Give that to me. Give it to me. Punch. Watch him slide down. Watch him, hold on. Wait for it. He's gonna slide. Oh, come on. Well, that'll do it. You're done. Okay. I ain't gotta worry about him. Whew.
You're dead, Bonta.
Blew him out of his flip-flops. Who else was it? Oh, you didn't think he was going to keep it out for that long now. What? Oh, come on! Okay. I did pretty good on that one. And then, you know, the trap. I didn't see the trap. I did not see the trap. I guess that's the whole point of the trap, is you're not supposed to see it. So they did a good job with that trap. I should have known it was there. But as again, like I said, it's been a little while. I think he was taking a nap. That dude was leaning. I want to see him slide. Come on, slide down the wall. Slide down the wall. Come on, do it. Slide down the wall. Slide down the wall! Oh, he won't do it. Look at this guy. This guy. Assassin's Creed, bitch! Come on! Look. He just Superman punched him. Oh, that is funny! He just Superman punched that man. Oh, that's funny. What are you doing? That's cute. Not going that way. Last time I went that way, I got hit by the trap. So, I had to keep my eyes peeled for these traps. Ow. I'm sorry. I didn't see you guys there. How about that? You want that? Headshot. Come on now. Getting all of this stuff, man. Come on. Oh, you just want to copy off of me? Weak.
Boy.
I love the sound. Let's say you should try Freedom Planet 2 sample. I've never played the first Freedom Planet. I wanted to play it. I just didn't really. I didn't buy it. I should have bought it. I don't really have an excuse as to why I didn't. I just never got around to it. When thinking about it, I watched. I think it was you, Derek. I think I watched you play it at one point in time. And I've seen a playthrough of it before. Some call me Johnny had did a playthrough of it and everything, so I've definitely seen it. And it looks interesting, you know. Oh crap! I'm gonna die. Oh, there's a lot of people. Holy crap! There's a lot of people. Where did all these people come from? Open up the floodgates. You put it on a harder difficulty, and my God. Okay, what? Oh, my cat! I swear, I swear. I wish I knew what she was saying, and she keeps jumping up in front of me and meowing at me like she's trying to tell me something. I just don't know what it is that she's trying to say. Okay, give me something good.
Coming from.
Oh, yeah. Come here. Okay. I think that's what I was supposed to do. Supposed to get up here and get that RPG. That cleared them all out. Okay. I don't even think that was an RPG. I think that was a grenade launcher or something. Whatever. Either way. Oh, crap. See that trap? Nope. See all these traps. Jeez. Who else was it? Okay. But yeah, I am going to be getting Freedom Planet, and I'm pretty sure I'll be getting Freedom Planet 2 because it is a game that I really have wanted to try out. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting that. I want you. I see you. Why won't you just hold the trap? I mean, these traps. I swear, they're scaring me. Nope. Nope. Run this way. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I will be getting it. And then, of course, that happens. I've been looking for all of them. I made it through what I thought. I made it through all of it. And then, nope, get shot again. I mean, get stabbed in the chest. I get perforated. That's fine. I push circle! It said to push circle. I push circle. Why wouldn't it? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Okay. Just look carefully. Nope. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, there we go. I was about to say, come on now. Let's see you. Alright, I guess I'm supposed to go up here. There we go. It takes a little doing. What? Oh, am I supposed to go over here? Where am I supposed to go from here? I found a treasure! But yeah, I will be getting Freedom Planet. I will be doing a playthrough of Freedom Planet. I'm going to be doing a lot of different playthroughs. Some old, some new. Really just going to be, like I said, really random. Like I said, I will be doing a full playthrough of Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and 4. And also probably the newest one as well.
You have to be kidding.
Yeah, you have to be kidding me. I wouldn't do it. I'll tell you that much right now. Wouldn't happen. Me and my fear of heights? Nah. But, yeah, I'll be doing that. And, yeah, of course, obviously, I'll be doing one for Kingdom Hearts 3. I'll be doing one for Final Fantasy VII Remake when that drops. I know it's going to be episodic, so... you know, I'll just be doing it by each episode. I think they said it's going to be 3 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. So, look out for that. If anybody hears any more updates on that, let me know. I usually am pretty good at checking Square Enix website and listening for their updates and everything like that stuff, but I'm pretty sure the last time I checked it said that it was supposed to be released in 3 episodes for the 7 remake, which a lot of people feel like it's a jip because of course you'll have to buy all 3 of the episodes, but at the same time I feel like you have to understand Final Fantasy VII was a very massive game, and it came 4 discs with the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1. Was it PlayStation? What was that on? Was that on PlayStation 1 or 2? Somebody answer that for me. Not too sure. But yeah, I want them to do it right. So, to me, the only way they can do that right is if they, come on, turn around, thank you. The only way they can do that right is if they release it like that. You know, you can't do it any other way. So I would rather buy 3 different discs than buy 1 disc where you're missing so much content that it's just not even worth. It's not even like it's a Final Fantasy VII. And then, you know, and I was trying to let people know this is a remake, not a remaster. And with the remake comes the possibility of adding extra content or adding more to the storyline or something that wasn't there before. Because a lot of people was like, "What? Really? Why did he just jump to his death? Was he tired of living? What? And then they make me start all the way back over here again? Outstanding! I love it. I love it a lot. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's not a remake, or it's not a remaster, guys. It's a remake. Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy, or whatever stuff. That was a remaster. It took everything from all 3 and just basically glossed it over with a new, improved, awesome-looking paint. They didn't add any new gimmicks to it because, like I said, it was a remaster, not a remake. But what you have to understand, there is a difference between the 2 words. So a lot of people was talking about, yeah, I can't wait for it. Just as long as they don't change anything about it, I'll be okay. And I'm sitting up there letting them know, well, there's going to be changes. There's going to be significant changes. Now, I'm not going to sit up there and say there's going to be changes to the point where it's just going to make the story dumb or, you know, anything like that and stuff. Where it's going to make the story dumb or, you know, change it so drastically that it's unrecognizable. But I do feel like there's going to be certain things within Final Fantasy VII that might be changed, and it might be for the better. Certain things that just didn't make sense, certain references that wouldn't, you know, go well, because let's think about it, honestly, even though we love the storyline of Final Fantasy VII, a lot of the stuff that they were saying would probably be cringeworthy to today's, you know, generation and everything. You know, you listen to them say, like Barrett with his, I guess, obvious, unobvious cursing and everything. You see the asterisks and the ampersands and everything like that. You think, oh yeah, that's obvious, known for, you know, cursing and everything. They're gonna do it differently. They have it's full on voice, full on voice, the entire thing. So, of course, like I said, with that comes having to change the script up a bit. Not to the point where, like I said, it's just not going to make any sense, or they're going to change the story entirely. They said already, they're not touching the story. They're not touching the story at all. They want the story to stay intact. The story's going to stay the way it is. Everything is going to stay. Each character will keep their own personality. They'll have their own backstory, the same backstory. They might build more on it based off of what we already know, but they're not going to make it different to the point where it's just like, oh, instead of Yuffie being a ninja, now she's come from a village of samurais, and she's like now a samurai because samurais make more sense. Samurais are more cool than no. They might even have a different moveset, which again, I'm actually looking forward to. The only thing that I can honestly say I'm really a little concerned about was they said that it's the playthrough of this, or the gameplay of this, the way it's going to play out is going to be just like Final Fantasy 15.
Oh boy.
With basically having free control over how you control, you know, your characters in battle and everything. Of course, obviously not turn-based and everything, which honestly, I love Final Fantasy 15's battle system. So I can't sit up there and rightfully say, oh, I don't know if I'm actually looking forward to that part. What I'm concerned about is if you're still going to be able to control the other characters, because that was something that she was able to do. Punch the shit out of him. That was something that you've always been able to do, is control your other characters. At least in Final Fantasy VII. Ouch, shot him in the eyeball. But yeah, that's the only thing I'm really concerned about. I can't even say really concerned about it either, because I mean, I beat 15 and only being able to control Noctis, and I mean, it was still fun. And essentially when you're playing games like, I guess, Final Fantasy, what was that, 13 and everything, you're essentially only controlling like one person while the other two just take on the roles that you've assigned them at and everything. So I guess they've kind of been building up to this so that people can get used to just controlling one character while the other ones just do their own thing. And I have admittedly gotten used to it and everything. I mean, I loved Final Fantasy 13. The storyline could have used a little bit of work, I mean, some tweaking, but overall, I mean, I really did. I was one of the few that really did just enjoy Final Fantasy 13. I didn't think it was too linear. A lot of people thought it was linear. Trophies, man, I'm telling you. Trophies! All over the place. I'm getting trophies with this right here. Don't be hating on me either. I know some of y'all be hating. Oh, you don't know how to shoot. I know how to shoot. That's why I'm getting all these headshots. Anyway, yeah, like I said, honestly, I'm looking forward really to just a lot of different things when it comes to this game. When it comes out and everything, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, 13, I really had no problem with. I know a lot of other people did, and for their own reasons, and I respect everybody's reasons and what they say and how they felt about it overall and everything. I mean, it is what it is. So you get, it's a hit and a miss. You got some people who really like, you know, certain games. You got the ones who think differently. It's like, no, I didn't really like it too much. So it's just basically all on how you feel, really. I know there's got to be a guy. Yep, I see him. This dude will not go down. Okay, got him finally. I see you up there. Don't worry. Yeah, cleared him out. Cleared him out. Ow, ow, that hurt. Ow, I said that hurt, bruh. Chill. Excuse me. I have no reason to use this gun. I just like shooting it. It's fun. Shut up, leave me alone. Let's see, get that. Here we go. So yeah, like I said, just let everybody know that this is, like I said, ultimately Final Fantasy VII is going to be a remake, not a remaster. There are going to be changes. People need to just go on ahead and accept the fact that it's not going to be the same exact thing, which honestly, if you think about it, would not be ideal in the first place. I mean, I know I wouldn't want a game that I played back in the 90s looking pretty much the same, or not really looking the same, but, you know, pretty much having the same gimmicks. You know, it's just not going to be something you really want to do, ultimately. So, I don't know. Like I said, that's just me. We'll see once it comes out. Hopefully they won't mess it up so bad to the point where people just really don't want to play it or whatever, or they have all of these complaints. There's going to be those who are going to complain about it. That's inevitable, and I'm pretty much prepared for that. I just don't want to be on that bandwagon of those prepared. Fans have been asking for this for a long time. They've been wanting a remake for the longest, and Square Enix finally just went on ahead and said, you know what, alright, we'll do it. We'll see what happens, and go from there. I think they really just wanted to see how other remasters and everything would do, of course starting off with Final Fantasy X-2 and then going from there. But obviously the fans are loyal, and they really want this to happen, so you know, I'm the same way. You know, I really want this to happen, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what it is that they're bringing to the table this time around. Kingdom Hearts 3, as I said, I want to get excited about it, but I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one basket when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3. I really do. Don't get me wrong. There's a huge part of me that just really wants to just say this is gonna be the best Kingdom Hearts ever, and we're gonna have so much fun, and everybody's just gonna love it. But then there's another part of me that's like, when it comes out, I'm probably just gonna like be hugely disappointed, and I don't want that to happen. So it's a back and forth with me at this point in time, which is unfortunate because I want to be able to say that I'm confident. What is that? Oh,
No sign of her.
apparently with Final
good.
Fantasy remakes, they're
bad.
going for an input after Final Fantasy VII. Which is a good idea. I don't think that they should start on remakes until, of course, after they have, you know, seen whatever it is that they did wrong with, whatchamacallit. Come here. Can I just shoot you down? Okay, never mind. Apparently I can't. Which is, like I said, to me, it's fine, honestly. It's fine. What are you doing? Nathan, chill. Get up there, bro. Jeez, you'll think so. Dude! Yeah, that's a smart thing to do, honestly. That's exactly what I would do. I'm not gonna sit up there because you might get it. Ooh. This could either be the best idea that they have, or it can be the worst idea that they have. If they decide to do something with the Final Fantasy VII remake and they end up bombing it really badly, just making it just aggravating and all that good stuff and everything, I mean, people are just going to clamor and really lose faith in Square Enix as a company because they really aren't listening to the fans, which is what they should be doing. But they're not. So, you know, it sucks. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay. Ow. That hurt. Shit. Stop. Do this.
That won't save
Oh, let's shoot it. Here, Final Fantasy 15 getting another season pass. They said there is a new business model, AI. What are you saying? Hold on. AI for more multiplayer and ease and extended universe. Yes, I have. I was reading up on it the other day. That had always been their plan, was to bring out another season pass. They all said it really depended on how the first one did. So they had been talking about it for, this isn't, you know, new or anything like that. which I'm glad that's the case, because honestly, well, I take that back. I'm not gonna say it. I feel as though they are doing way too much with 15, and I'm going to keep saying that because I honestly think it's true. My thing is, and like I'm telling everybody, no matter what it is, no matter what kind of content you add, it doesn't take away from the fact that at the end of the day, all of these characters are dead, with the exception of course, everybody else. But I'm talking about all the main characters, the ones that you care about are dead. They're dead. They're dead. Even the director of the game, when people were trying to contemplate whether or not they were dead and everything, because they figured time had just reset. Because the whole thing with Arden was that he had said before he died, now I'll be written out of history and everything. So of course they're looking at it like, oh, well that means that time just reset. And so everything that you saw as far as like Noctis and Unifreya getting married or whatever stuff, that was just a part of the new timeline or whatever stuff, that they weren't really dead. Well, the director came out and said, oh no, yeah, they're all dead, they all died and everything. And I'm like, okay, well, why would you add more to it? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it being story, but it should have been there from the beginning. Thank you. Like, what people don't understand is that Square Enix is effectively taking people's money like hardcore right now. And it's all for those dedicated Final Fantasy 15 fans. Because for those who are casual Final Fantasy 15 fans and everything, they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it because they're sitting up there like, you know, who was shooting me? I was getting shot in the ass. For those who are casual Final, they make you start all the way over from the beginning. That is cruel and unusual, but alright. For those who are regular Final Fantasy 15 fans, they are not going to want to buy and invest in all these season passes and add-ons. None of that stuff. It's not going to appeal to them. At the end of the day, they're going to be like, well, you know, this is just dumb. I don't want to keep doing it. You have to think about it. For instance, remember how successful, what was that? Minecraft was. Everybody kept talking about how great Minecraft was. And if Minecraft came out with any more add-ons, people would lovingly buy it. Why? Because it was a huge thing. Now, people aren't really so inclined to do that anymore because it's lost its luster. And it happened. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, honestly, think about how many people talk about Minecraft now. Not nearly as much as they used to back then. Why? Because they started doing too much. And they're doing the same thing with Final Fantasy 15. They're doing way too much. And it sucks because I loved Final Fantasy 15 the way it was. When they came out with like the different festivals and all that and everything, okay, that seemed pretty cool. And I was okay with that. But then you started doing things that just didn't make any sense, like the Assassin's Creed thing. It's unique, sure, but why? 250 headshots. Oh, come on. You see that trophy. You guys witnessed it. You guys witnessed right there. 250 headshots. All me. All day. I'm telling you. Look, when I say I'm the best at this, don't think that I'm just saying things. It's true. I'm the best. When it comes to 250, we're making trophies. 2 trophies during this gameplay. I'm letting y'all know. I feel like they just need to, at the end of the year, add a book thing with all the story about Arden and Luna. Everyone end it because I guess you didn't, or you're still adding more to that. So I'll just be patient and wait. I agree. I do think they have to. They do. Final Fantasy does have its own book line where it explains the stories of every single Final Fantasy, and it's called. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Oh, I can't think of it. If somebody could research that and let me know and everything, I can't remember the name of it right now. But because get it over another year. Yeah, and like I said, it would work well because for those people who, let's say, really don't want to have to go through buying update after update after update after update just to get the full story, who in the world? Seriously?
Okay.
Didn't see that coming, did you, buddy? Was I supposed to come down here? Okay, I was about to say. But yeah, for those who, like I said, who really don't want to have to sit up there and go through a whole bunch of different gameplays just to get the true, full story and everything, you don't have to, you know? And that's what I'm saying. Like, ultimately, it just, why are you not letting me up here? Let me up here. Jeez. And, you know, like I said, that's what I like and everything. I don't necessarily disagree with their marketing strategy, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's the best idea that they've had. So, I don't know. Like I said, for me, I would rather...
Son of a bitch, where did they all come from?
Really? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm asking.
There he is.
Shot him right in the ding-a-ling. Because I don't want to play as Arden or Luna. I just want to know the story. Exactly. Like, I don't want to play as Arden or Luna either. Like, I mean, Luna, you know you're not going to be getting the fighting aspect of it. It's just going to be storytelling, and that's it. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want you to force me to play something I don't want to play just to get the full story. That's cruel. Like, I would rather you just give me a book. They've done it before with a lot of different games, including most of the Final Fantasies. And, if I'm not mistaken, they're doing it now with Five Nights at Freddy's. They got Silver Eyes, they got all these other, you know, different iterations and everything coming out that gives you more to the story, more to the lore than you had before. Really? I tried to dive out of the way. That was my fault because it took too long. But they try to give you more to the story, so that way, like I said, you know, you can, you know, get it and everything and stuff. They're not sitting up there telling, oh, well, you have to buy this game, you have to buy this add-on, you have to buy this map pack, and you have to buy this just to be able to get the story that you should have told me from the beginning. I mean, honestly, they should have told you from the beginning exactly what it is that's been going down, the full story, what happened, all this stuff. But as I told you, they literally, and the director said he did it on purpose. He kept everything, the storyline ambiguous because he had planned on releasing it bit by bit throughout the course. And I'm sitting up there like, really? Really? And then you know what they're going to do after that. They're going to re-release it to have all the content that you're buying and adding and everything. They're going to re-release it so that way, really, he just stood up and got shot in the face. They're going to re-release it, and when they re-release it, they're going to have all the content that you just bought all in one disc. It's going to be called, like, the Final Fantasy 15 Ultimate Pack, and it's going to have, like, you know, all this, whatever, new content, great content, or whatever like that added to it, and everybody's going to be like, oh, okay, cool, you know. And that's what a lot of people are waiting for, because that's usually that's usually what they do. That's not new. Like, they will always do that. They'll just sit up there and be like, oh, well, we're just going to go ahead and release it as a huge bundle pack and all that. See, that's stupid. I hate when they're doing that. Also, and I hate when it's fun. Exactly. Like, there's no need for them to do that. And I know that's what they're going to do. And it sucks because for those who are loyal enough to keep on buying this stuff, it's a slap in the face to them, really. Like, I would rather you just release all of it at once.
He's over here. Stop him.
Okay, Square is trying to do what other companies are doing. Hey, basically. Yeah, they are, and it sucks that they're doing that because, but at the same time, it's marketing strategy. They're trying to get the most, you know, what they can and everything. Dang, I am dying. They're trying to get as much money as possible to be able to fund their company, to be able to do all these new projects that they're trying to undertake and undergo and everything. But at the same time, you're gonna lose a significant part of your fan base if people start catching on to it and just are tired of the bullshit. If you're spending all your money, and honestly, it's not costing them a lot to release things like this and everything. It's really not. It's not costing them a lot to release or to do things like that. It isn't. But at the same time, it's making it to the point where you feel like you're almost obligated to. Because you invested so much into the story, you really do want to finish it up. So it's like, if you don't, then it's just like, yeah, sure, you can listen to somebody else's, you know, gameplay of it and everything, but at the end of the day, is that really what you want to do? Do you really want to watch somebody else finishing up a gameplay that you started? No, of course not. You're going to want to play this and see it out to the end and everything for whatever reason. I have a lot of heat on me right now, like seriously. This is ridiculous. Okay, all right, I got this. I got to just concentrate, and I'll be able to get through this. So, this is raw. If I would have been editing this, honestly, you know, you guys wouldn't have seen all this and everything. It would have been just 2 deaths, and you guys would be like, oh, sweet, that's awesome. He got through that whole thing. But, like I said, playing on a very hard difficulty can do that to you. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, there is a lot of enemies. I just have to take my time. I was concentrating so much on what I was talking about that I wasn't really concentrating on what it is that I need to be doing, so... Oh, which usually happens. Like, really? God, there's a lot of enemies.
He's over here!
There you go, fatty.
Oh, that dude's fatty. Is that it? They just leave me alone for a second? Thank you. Jeez Louise. What did I think of? Wow, okay. Well, now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to what I was doing before. But yeah, like I said, nobody wants to sit up there and watch somebody else complete a game that they already started themselves. So you kind of feel obligated to go on ahead and buy this stuff because you want to finish up the game. You want to be able to say, yeah, I saw it through to the end. Total enemies defeated by explosion. I'm telling you, man. We're accomplishing goals in this gameplay, guys. You guys don't understand. For those of you that are missing out on it, it sucks to be you. But anyway, now I have to figure out where it is I'm supposed to be going. I hate it when it gets to that part where just everything becomes so ambiguous. It's like yeah, figure it out. Oh man, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to the remake. As far as 15 is concerned, it's just one of those where I felt like, to me, it's not even worth it anymore. I liked the story the way it was, and if they have more to add to it, I'd rather watch somebody else's playthrough or read up on it and everything than buy it, because I feel like that's just a trap for money, and money which I could be using to buy new video games, not new content to add to a video game. If it's worth it in the end, sure, yeah, I would buy it. But if I feel like you just every single month you're coming out with a new gimmick just to be able to fund yourself, then that's just it's an insult to the fans. It really is, because you have those who are really loyal, who really want to be able to see you accomplish your stuff and, you know, all this and everything, but then you do something like this, and it just makes for a very terrible experience, you know, altogether. And once again, it's my opinion, and I know this is based off of an opinion and everything, but I honestly feel like that. Like, I honestly feel like they just really are not paying homage to the fans. They're really not, you know? What am I supposed to be doing here? I feel like I should be able to dive, but he's not diving. Like, I know I'm supposed to be able to. I feel like I'm supposed to in this section. And he's not doing it. I don't know why. This is weird to me. Why is he not diving? Oh, my phone was ringing for a second. Why won't you dive? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay. I see it. I hate story DLC. Hate it entirely. Of its extra stuff like clothes or extra weapons, I might, but serious stuff, nah. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do something like, you know, give me DLC that's going to, you know, give me extra weapons or a different costume or something, like that might appeal to me, especially if it's paying homage to another game, or if it's going to make the gameplay just more interesting and funny or whatever like that and stuff. But if you're going to give me something based solely off the fact that you just want to extend the storyline, I feel like that's just being lazy. Give it to me in its entirety. Don't sit up there and make it a DLC, especially one that I have to pay for. If you're going to give it to me for free, okay, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I probably will be upset because of the fact that you're just making me have to basically download more just to, I guess, whatever, taking up more room on my hard drive and stuff and everything. But it is what it is at the end of the day. I mean, I was, you know, I can't, you know, if it's free, then, you know, I can't really complain too much about it. But if you're gonna make me pay for it, then yeah, I'm gonna be upset about that, because I really don't feel like you should pay for something that isn't your fault. Like, it's their job, you know? Like, Persona 5 DLC is perfect. Nothing story, just Persona and clothes from the game. And thank you. Like, I like that. You had the DLC, which some of it actually came with the game, depending on if you know, if you pre-ordered it or if you know, bought it, a digital copy, or if you get a hard copy, whatever the case may be and everything. Like, I like stuff like that because it's literally just taking something, pretty, you know, a game that I would consider to be pretty perfect, and just adding more to it to give you, I guess, replayability value, which of course you would want to play through it again using your new tricks and gimmicks and whatnot and everything, and that's fine, and that's what you're supposed to do and everything. You give me a new weapon, like with Persona 5, if you got new clothes, with Persona 5, you got new clothes, you pretty much, it changed the battle music, and it changed the background music and all that good stuff. And I always think that is pretty great. Like, I really do enjoy something like that and everything, especially if it's, you know, a nod to another franchise, or a nod to, even if it's within your same franchise, just, you know, a different game. So, you know, you change your clothes to the main characters of Persona 4, then the battle music changes to that of Persona 4. I like that. That was pretty, you know, it was pretty freaking cool and everything. I'll gladly spend my money on that. But when you want to sell me more the rest of the story, then no. Unless it's being released episodic, like I said, like Final Fantasy VII, where you know it's going to be, you know, bit by bit, then yeah, you're already made aware of that. It's going to come out on 3 discs. You already know. That's cool. But when you have something that you're presenting me a game, and I complete the game, and I'm telling myself, okay, I beat the game, this is the end of it, only for you to sit up there and say, oh, if you want to know more to the story, download this, only for $10. Really? Really? Your job was to complete the story. That wasn't my job. You know, I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I bought your game, I played it in its entirety, and now you're gonna sit up there and entice me by saying, "Oh, guess what?" Like, no. That's not how we do. That's not how this works. So, yeah, I get it. And like I said, honestly, I can go on and on and on about this particular subject and everything. I pretty much grilled this into the ground by now and everything and stuff. But I do, a lot of you guys, I hope you guys share my passion when it comes to DLC and a lot of the different stuff that's been going on and everything. As I stated before, honestly, guys, Final Fantasy VII is going to be a remake. It's not going to be anything else but that. And with remake comes obvious changes in dialogue and subtle changes within the story and different things like that and stuff. So for those of you who are looking at this and expecting Final Fantasy VII remake to be the basically what it was before and thinking it's going to be the same exact thing and wanting it to be the same exact thing, you might as well go ahead and get the taste out of your mouth because it's not going to happen. It's funny because I spent like $90 on the game, and if I want the rest, another 20. Yeah, like I said, what's going to happen next year is by the time they got through, they're going to wait for this to slow down. Once they realize that sales are going down and no longer are people buying into the little gimmicks, they're going to turn around, they're going to say, we're releasing the Final Fantasy 15 Mega Pack or whatever it is, the Platinum Pack or whatever and everything. And it's going to have all of everything that everybody has ever downloaded. Everything is going to be included within this Final Fantasy. And it's probably going to be like $90 or $100 and everything to get the full, like, you know, whatever. And people are probably going to glom all over, which is what a lot of people are actually waiting on. Because if you realize it or not, a lot of it was just like Destiny. When Destiny came out, they had the regular Destiny game. Then like 2 weeks later, they had Destiny the Taken King. Then after that, they had a few other ones and everything. And you had to download and add all of this stuff and everything. I think it was like 3 or 4 different add-ons. And it expanded the story. And it expanded the gameplay. And people was downloading like crazy because Destiny was freaking awesome. At least some people and everything. And then after a while, when people stopped downloading and everything, they decided to go ahead and release it as a Destiny like bundle pack or whatever you want to call it and everything. And they were selling it for like 60, 70 bucks. That's just, you know, what companies do, you know. That's just like the main thing that they do nowadays. Most of the team for 15 is working on the next big title. The director said he needs a new team. I don't know what the next big title is going to be for Final Fantasy. I mean, we already know that Kingdom Hearts 3 is well on its way. We know that Final Fantasy 7 Remake is well on its way, so I don't know what the next after those two. I would assume Final Fantasy 16, which is going to be interesting. I'm wondering and I'm hoping that they're going to work on a Type 0 Part 2 or whatever and everything. I want a sequel to that because I absolutely, like I said, love Type 0. I can't express that enough. Derek, I know you're supposed to be doing a playthrough of it. When you play it, you're going to absolutely love it. You're going to love the ending. You're going to love the characters. I mean, well, I take that back. You're going to love the ending. Type 0 is very good at basically rushing you along without trying to give you too much of a, I want to say a character build. They don't want you to be too invested in every single one of these characters. But it's not enough to make you feel like you're being gypped or it's making you feel like you're missing out on something. It says it's not in the works, but they know done want it. Yeah, like I said, it's probably not in the works, but I'm hoping that it is Type 0. The part 2 and everything to it because they, you know, the way they left you hanging with the ending of Type 0 made you feel like there was going to be a sequel and everything. It was talked about for a while. Square Enix said that they was thinking about it. They just really needed another team for it. So hopefully this is what they're talking about. If not, you know, yeah. So it's going to be pretty, you know, different and everything and stuff. But like I said, for those of you who don't know and everything like that, Type 0 was probably one of my top 3 favorite Final Fantasy games of all time. I've played literally almost every single one of the Final Fantasy titles, with the exception of Tactics and those more obscure titles and everything. But for the mainstream ones and everything, I played like every single one of them, almost every single one of them. And Type 0 was just really near and dear to me and everything. I thought was awesome and stuff. So my brother, if you guys don't know, is Double D. Check him out on YouTube. He does playthroughs. Right now he's currently doing playthroughs of Kingdom Hearts. I think he just finished up Kingdom Hearts last night, but it does Kingdom Hearts and he was doing Final Fantasy X. He's still doing playthroughs of that and everything, so check him out. Like I said, Double D on YouTube. As for everybody else, I will be signing out. We'll be leaving off here. And hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. Please, if you did, give it a like. And let me know if there's anything else you would like me to do in the next gameplay and everything and stuff. But that'd be cool. But for those of you guys, I will say peace.